What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today. And what we're going to be doing is looking at Ethereum on the weekly chart, weekly time frame right now. If we're taking a look at Ethereum, this is the make or break moment, guys. This is essentially what we have been waiting for. This is the retest of the $4,000 overhead resistance that we can essentially see from space. This is a major overhead resistance. This is a nice weekly candle that we are having so far. So you can take a look here. At the beginning of the week, we were at $3,482. We pushed up to a high of $4,356, and right now we're at $4,178. So far doing really well. We still have about 10, 11 hours until we get our weekly candle close, but this is what we want to hold, guys. This is the area that we need to hold, and we need to close up above, because a candle close up above this area, you can see these previous resistance areas. If we can get this nice candle close in the next 10 or 11 hours, that potentially could propel us up to this $4,875 area, our previous all-time high. And what I like to look at when I was stepping back, we did this the last time with the total 3 chart, just to give a rough estimation of how far Ethereum potentially can go. What we're going to use is Bitcoin. We're also going to use past history. So if we take a look and we get into the price range here and we go up. So last time from 2017 to 2021, from the highs, you had a 240% increase. Now, I'm a big proponent, big believer of diminishing market cycles. When we're taking a look at this now, just to be conservative, say we go up 75%, and that's right around where Bitcoin is, 75, 80% past its all-time high. So say we go up to 75%, that could potentially put us up to $8,558, and that's being conservative, guys. Because essentially, like we looked at last time, I don't think we're going to do anything like that, but if you go up to around that 200%, 240%, like the last cycle, you're talking about a $16,000 Ethereum. I don't think that's going to happen. I think realistically, once we break through this $4,800 and we get into price discovery, blue sky breakouts, it's going to be similar to what happened with Bitcoin. If we take a look at Bitcoin and we look at the market cycles, and also, guys, if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate the love in the last video. It really helped out and gave me more encouragement just to even put this one out for you guys today. So I really do appreciate that. So for Bitcoin, what we got over top so far was about 77%. And that's off our previous all-time high of around $67,000, $68,000. Some people say $69,000. But you can kind of see once we got to that area, we hesitated for a while. We had a 6-month pullback, and then we finally got up through it. And we got up through it with volume. You can see the volume there, and with haste, really nice and fast. And that's what we want to see for Ethereum as well, because this is such a big area, guys. This is an area that you can just see from space. You step back and you take a look and you go, okay, that's major overhead resistance that we need to crack. But once we do get in those blue sky breakouts, that's where things can really happen really fast. And if you're in altcoins, you want Ethereum to get this blue sky breakout and this price discovery, because once it does get into that, many times people will start rotating down the line then for these altcoins, get into the larger caps and the middle caps and the smaller caps. So this is a big area for us. If we take a look at our indicators and our technicals here, our MACD is looking good. Both lines are up above the 0 line. We have a positive 305 and a positive 85. So that's looking good. Our Chaikin money flow is at a positive 0.16. So we're in the positive there. Then our lazy bear squeeze, we're still in the bright green, and we are still firing our signals right here. If you can see these yellow dots. So if we're able to hold today, and we can have a really nice candle close where we're at, or even stronger, that can give us a sign that we potentially are going to go up and test this previous all-time high fairly quickly. Now, if we get into the technicals and we take a look here, so you can see the seasonals, guys. This is another one I like to look at, is the seasonals. So typically it shows Ethereum, and this is just in 2023 and 2024. It really started picking up and started running in late October into November. So just something to keep an eye on there. We started our run nice and early here. We also had more of a retracement than we did in the previous year. So just keep an eye on that. And then if we get into the technicals, on the 1-month time frame, we still have a strong buy. Remember, this is your Titanic mover right here. This is the big guy. You want to start with your monthly, your weekly, and then your daily. So we have a 0 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 14 buy. And what this is going to do is take all your oscillators and your moving averages, calculate them all together, give you a buy, a neutral, or a sell. And so far on the month, we have a strong buy. On the week time frame, excuse me, we have a strong buy, a 2 sell, a 7 neutral, and a 17 buy. Then on the 1-day time frame, we have a 3 sell, an 8 neutral, and a 15 buy. So far, the 3 time frames that I like to look at and I like to see in alignment are looking good. We just need to get this weekly candle close up above these resistances here, guys. The previous candle closes of about 4,124 is a big area for us. But so far, this candle is looking good. I think we just need to be patient. We need to let Ethereum get and break out into that price discovery. And if that happens, guys, never be afraid, like we talked about in the last video, to scale out, to average out, lock in those gains, and pay off debt and do the best that you can to help people. I think that's the best thing that you can do, guys. And you may get the opportunity here coming down the road. We're going to have to see if Ethereum can hold today, and check back with you guys later. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.